stop for a moment, because what you are about to hear may completely change how you look at the Iraqi dinar in 2026, especially if you are a US holder who believes time is running out. Deadlines are approaching, and one wrong move could cost you everything you hoped for, because behind the noise, the rumors, and the hype, there is a much deeper story unfolding that most people are missing. For years, the Iraqi dinar has been surrounded by speculation, promises of sudden revaluation, and dramatic claims that this is the year. But 2026 feels different, not because of secret deals or overnight miracles, but because real economic pressure, global policy shifts, and regulatory timelines are quietly aligning. And that is exactly why this moment matters. Iraq today is no longer the same country it was a decade ago. Its oil revenues have stabilized government income. Digital banking reforms are accelerating. And the Central Bank of Iraq has been tightening controls to reduce currency manipulation and shadow market flows. All while international institutions are pushing for transparency, compliance, and modernization. And every one of these steps creates consequences for how the dinar exists, moves, and is recognized globally. As these reforms progress, physical cash hoarding, unregulated exchanges, and speculative holding models face increasing scrutiny, especially in jurisdictions like the United States where financial compliance laws are becoming stricter year by year, and this is where many holders feel the pressure without fully understanding it. The journey of the dinar is not a fantasy story of instant wealth. It is a slow, disciplined economic transition. And those who fail to adapt to that reality risk being left behind, not because the currency disappears, but because the rules around it evolve faster than public awareness. Around the world, central banks are moving toward traceable systems, documented holdings, and regulated exchange pathways. And Iraq is no exception, meaning that the era of silence, waiting, and hoping is quietly being replaced by the era of proof, compliance, and informed action. This is the emotional turning point many are struggling with, because it forces a choice between believing comforting stories or accepting uncomfortable facts. And that tension builds as 2026 approaches with new reporting standards, tighter enforcement, and reduced tolerance for unverified financial claims. The climax of this story is not a sudden revaluation headline, but a realization that preparation matters more than prediction, that understanding how, where, and why you hold a currency is more important than believing when it might change in value. And that the people who benefit are not the loudest voices online, but the quiet ones who research, verify, and position themselves responsibly. As the dust settles, the real takeaway becomes clear. The Iraqi dinar's future will be shaped by economic fundamentals, international cooperation, and regulatory alignment, not rumors or deadlines pushed by fear-driven narratives. And those who approach it with clarity rather than panic are the ones who maintain control. In this moment of reflection, imagine yourself not rushing, not reacting emotionally, but stepping back, informed, calm, and aware of the bigger picture. Understanding that smart financial decisions are built on patience and knowledge, not urgency and pressure. As this chapter closes, remember that staying educated is not about chasing the next big claim, but about protecting yourself from misinformation while remaining open to real, verified developments as they happen. If this perspective helped you see the Iraqi dinar story more clearly, stay connected because the next conversation builds directly on this one. And the smartest move you can make right now is to subscribe. Stay informed and continue this journey with insight instead of illusion.